Okay, we're here at the start of Naxxramas. We just went around the whole place clearing the trash up to the first boss wing, or boss of each wing, and we're going to be doing hard mode 3 for presumably most of the run here. I'm playing on my Backstab rogue, and man, Phase 8 comes out in, gosh, 5 days, and the raid comes out in 7 days. So this is one of the last Naxxramas before the raid comes out. I'm trying to get the chest token to get Bone Scythe chest piece, trying to get Slayer's Crest off of Sapphiron, and trying to get a ring so I can get the tanking ring also off of Kel'Thuzad. Those are my 3 picks for this raid in the soft reserve raid, which means I picked those. If any of those drop, I only roll against other people who also picked them instead of everyone rolling on every item that drops, which is, you know, kind of scuffed sometimes. Anyways, we're going right into Anub'rekhan, and they've got a skull mark on the crypt guard, which makes me think they want us to kill it. But I don't know about killing the crypt guard. Don't we normally just zug the boss here? Alright, anyways, yeah, it's just a trade chat pug, and we're blasting and having a good time. It was originally going to be a level 2 group, but they decided most of the people were pretty geared so that we could probably do hard mode 3. We already had some drama in this group at the start. The raid leader said that people should only roll on the, you know, types of scraps that apply to their armor class. But of course we have leather, mail, and plate. Wait, I think only leather and mail users all rolling on the cloth scraps, presumably because they're the most valuable and they're just taking them to sell them in direct defiance of the raid leader's orders. Okay, very serious offense. A feral druid already left the group over it, which was not one of the people that was scumming the tokens, but ultimately it is truly not a big deal, and I was like hyping it up so I could feel a little bit alive and there would be some drama and something interesting happening. You know, I still think it's like rat behavior. It's just not that big of a deal, I would say. Alright. We burned most of the poison duration on... Oh, this is the damage taken meter. Let me look at the damage done meter. Okay, we got to do a little better than we did there. That was insufficient on the damage done. Yo. Almost dying. Those big ones have cleave. Let me stay away from that. The splinters of Atiesh are not reserved, so in this group, people do get to roll on them. Desecrated wrist guards. I already have the tanking wrists on this character, so we don't need those. I hope they just leave it on Master League. What I think should have been done with the scraps is just let everyone roll on every scrap, so then you don't have to police who's rolling on what. And then it just works out nice and easy. And you don't have to be like, here's this leather wearer rolling on cloth scraps like a little rat, and like, then you just don't have any problem if you do it that way. But that is not what the raid leader wanted. It's not my raid. And I don't want it to be my raid. Raid leading is, you know, annoying. There's a lot of extra work. People post this in my YouTube comments, like, all the time, or tell me live on Twitch. They're like, oh, why don't you just host your own group? And they say, like, just host your own group, like it ain't no thing. But, you know, I've hosted my own groups before. I know what happens when you host your own group. You know, 2 different people can't enter their soft reserve properly. They can't get the website to work, so they have to manually enter their soft reserve for them. 2 guys are AFK in town despite repeatedly summoning them. You know, everyone's at the raid ready to go. Those guys are unresponsive, so you kick them out to find replacements who are responsive. But then one of their friends was in the raid, so now their friend has left after you kicked the AFK guy. So now you need to find another replacement. You really clearly explain how, you know, some people need to be on the left and some people need to be on the right for Thaddius, but that mechanic's just too hard for them. So they screw it up. They kill 5 different people. The group wipes. You have to run all the way back to Thaddius because you gave clear instructions on what was supposed to happen, but your group members were not paying attention or didn't have enough IQ to understand positive right, negative left. You know, also, when you get into the raid and you're rolling on loot, one guy's gonna say main spec roll on something, and then another guy's gonna claim, oh, that guy already has a better item, you know, he shouldn't be main spec rolling on this, and then there's a fucking problem there, and you as the raid leader have to sort that out, so you have to investigate what item is being contested here, who's claiming to have something better already, do they actually have something better already, did they actually just unequip the better item they had after being discovered for main spec rolling on something that should have been off spec, and there's just all these problems you have to deal with when you're the raid leader. And if you're the raid leader and you have to deal with, distributing loot, you actually just don't get to play the game very much because you spend so much time clicking through the loot and like the rest of the group kind of just goes ahead and it's very lame. So when people tell me to just start your own group, it's I just say nah, I rather not.
Glory is to die in the master's service.
Don't forget how sometimes you get the raider who complain how other raiders roll on materials that's not for their own class. Well, okay, really, for this situation, that was just me trying to enforce what the raid leader already said. The raid leader said, only roll on your own class. And then a bunch of other people were like, I need gold, so I'm rolling on the cloth scraps despite not being a cloth user. So then, you know, I tried to take some of the burden off of the raid leader and help enforce the raid leader's dictate by calling out the people that were ratting in the run and rolling on stuff they shouldn't. So, I mean, had the raid leader not elected to go for that method, I wouldn't have had an issue there. Oh my god, I'm probably dead. Oh wow, I'm extremely dead. Ooh. This is not a good start. Not a good start for this group. We've downed 1 boss, and then we wiped to trash. People are running away rather than fighting it out. Trying to... I don't know what their goal is here. Yeah, I don't know about that. John Nurse says, I got Gressel on my road because another warrior that had an SR on it got punished for trying to roll on Noth Axe and sell it? Brilliant. Brilliant. Ufta says, I love trade chat pugs. Me too. You never know what's gonna happen. Someone messaged me, said, what do we get ourselves into? I responded, I said, content. That's what we got. We got some fucking content. Well, you have a small inkling. No, I mean, yeah, kind of. There's a much wider range of possibilities when you join a random trade chat pug in the middle of the day compared to, like, a guild run at a normal time that's scheduled and has, like, a roster ahead of time, you know? Alright, we go in again. See what happens this time. I'm going to the right. Everyone else going to the left? They don't know what's up. Let's see. You think that trash pack's going to get pulled as we run back? Someone's going to walk in the middle? I give it like 30%. 30% that someone pulls it. They already ran back into it when they were fighting the other pack. You gotta just watch. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Making it through, I think. Perhaps. Maybe we're making it through. Alright, I think we're making it through. Okay. Back to Faerlina, trash mobs. Flask of the Old Gods. Elixir of Giants. Elixir of Fortitude. Greater Mark of the Dawn. Big stamina buffs. Elixir of the Honey Badger. Winterfall Firewater. Okay. They learned when they died on the way out. Gotta give them another 15 minutes. Yeah, okay. By then we'll be past that. Unless we wipe on Maexxna. And then we have to run past that trash pack again. We'll see. Welsh Guy Mike says, just got Nerubian Slave Maker off of KT in a pug on my rogue due to no hunters needing it. Only reason I took it is to flex over all the guild hunters. Excellent. Good decision. Alright, so we're going to try pulling the trash mobs much farther back this time. The raid is no longer world buffed. The raid leader did send one rack of world buffs at the start. I feel like the trash is generally scarier than the bosses, so it's like, it's pretty worth, like, if we're gonna do more world buffs, like, send them now, would be my opinion. But, again, not my raid, not my problem, we're along for the ride. Got the kick. Good. Alright, so now we're pulling these mobs significantly farther back than we were before. Ooh, I should fire protect. Did I bring fire protection? Nah, I didn't bring fire protection. Brought a couple protection potions. Not all of them. But this was originally planning to be a hard mode 2 run, so I prepped a much lighter load of consumables. Compared to what I would have if I was planning on a hard mode 3 run. Anyways, let's peep the soft reserve page. Here's the soft reserves. This guy left the group, so we're now 1 out of 4 on Slayer's Crest. We're 1 out of 3 on Desecrated Robe. And we are 1 out of 7 on Desecrated Ring. But if we kill Kel'Thuzad on level 3, 4 rings will drop. So we're above 50% to get the ring. Don't know how many robes are going to drop. Don't know if Slayer's Crest is going to drop at all. But the ring is probably the most likely thing we walk out with. We gotta go in so we can actually get a kick here. There we go. Okay. Is this time to move up now? I think that feels like that's most of the trash mobs. Nope, there's 2 more packs. You say that like this group will clear before it disbands. Look, listen. We don't know what's gonna happen, okay? You know, if we have to take on tanking in this group, we can do that. We can swap into all of our tank gear, and we can just be a tank. Good afternoon, Nico. Hello. How are you doing? Haters Hayden says, has anyone had any PC performance issues in this raid? Not very often. I had like a lag spike during the speedrun I did yesterday, but for the most part, I'm pretty much fine in Naxxramas, although I have heard of a lot of other people having performance issues in Naxxramas. Since I didn't have any myself, I never really looked into it in any more detail. I don't know any specifics about it. I just know I've definitely heard those complaints from other people. See, let's do a little food buff. With this version of Assassination, where we're doing improved exposed armor, Assassination, Backstab, we run double poison, so we don't have to worry about, like, swapping our, like, undead sharpening stone off or anything like that. Alright, it seems like these are the kill targets. And I'm the only one DPSing the kill target. I'm just gonna go back to the boss. No one else was on the target. Doing this with no world buff? Maybe we have to kill this thing. Just kind of assumed the world buffs would be re-popped, but they weren't. I didn't realize that for a little while. I think we're gonna wipe. We're not off to a good start with this one. Seeing when I'm gonna be up next on threat, because that's when I need to use my evasion. He's ice block. Oh wait, he ice blocked, so it didn't clear his threat on the meter. I thought I was 2 people away. Second pull with no warning? What does he mean, no warning? There was literally a pull timer, right? There was definitely a pull timer. This raid might be doomed. Healing done for trash clean. Why are we linking a... Is that the healing done? Is that actually the boss? Why are we linking a healing? Like there's only 2 people healing in whatever fight that's a healing log for. Yeah, this may be a revert to hard mode 2 angle in order to be successful. If we're on 3, we're much more likely to get our ring or our robe. If we're wiping on 3 Faerlina, how likely are we to get that ring really? Look, we don't need the negative attitude. What we need to do is resurrect the 3 rats who could not be bothered to run back into the instance with everyone else. Why do you like pug raids again? Because this is way more interesting than just like a clean, efficient, boring clear of the raid. This is way more interesting. Oh, he was definitely there to accept the res as soon as it went out. But couldn't be bothered to run back. Wait, summon real quick? Wait. Oh, we got a replacement. What do we get? Shaman. Alright, some people are going out of the raid to summon that guy. Logging for buffs. What the fuck is he doing? Saving consumable buff duration?
The first kill goes to me. Anyone care to wager?
Alright, so I believe this guy has changed his reserve? Since when? 1637, it's currently 502. This is when this was probably legit. If there's anything beyond this, this was a little while ago. Probably right before the spider boss. You can click audit at the top. What does that do? Locked raid. Ah, I see. It's the... Oh, wait, hold on. Gotta open up the whispers. Someone trying to offer me advice. That is incorrect. Rat Capped has said, no shade, but this is one fight you can swap out Mark of the Champion on. I know you're the expert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I cannot swap it off because I would lose my 8th piece of Sanctified. And there's no other configuration of gear that maintains the proper set bonuses as well as 8 pieces of Sanctified. Why would he save consumable buff duration? He will be dead within 1 hour. This guy wants attention. Also, he had messaged me before. I called him out for not running back. He wanted to flex that he was the top damage dealer on a Faerlina attempt that didn't even kill the boss. So that's very weird, champ. I would say. Let's see, was he number 1 on the actual kill attempt of a noob? Okay, that's a little more fair. 108, 108. Yeah, I mean, they're both kind of just like Chain Lightning cheese fights. I'm gonna guess he's not gonna do that well on the other ones. Alright, am I ready? Yes. I'm so ready to wipe to Grand Widow Faerlina again. Re-up the poisons again, I guess? Alright, we're good. Oh, we're world buffing again. Okay, now we're gonna win. Now we can do it. Yeah, Backstab gear with this Sanctified stuff and all the set bonuses that are really good for Backstab is just kind of messed up. It has to be like exactly the only thing that really is flexible is like you've got 8 main slot pieces of Bone Scythe and, you know, blood that can overlap with Bloodfang. It's like, it's not the end of the world if you have a different 2 pieces of Bloodfang than the, like, optimal ones, but, like, everything else has to be perfect. This, you have to have the ring, you have to have King's Fall, 3-piece Veiled, none of those are sanctified. It's not really very flexible. Phil says, good afternoon, Simon. Have you reamassed a massive wealth yet, or are you still broke? How's stream? How you doing? Well, I did craft 23 glowing chitin armor kits yesterday, which are worth around 200 gold apiece. I farmed the core leather, crafted the core armor kits, and then bought the mooncloth for about 65 gold per, not per mooncloth, but per armor kit. So we're looking at about 130 gold profit per sale, which works out to like 45 gold per core leather that I farmed myself. Okay, we're gonna do it right this time. We're gonna kill the skull marks. Evasion up because I'm about to have threat on this thing. These can be very disruptive to the group, doing charges and silences. See, this one just charged over here. Go. Not gonna refresh slice here. Fight's almost over. Not bad. Did our job fighting the other mobs. What do we get here? Splinter, bracers, bindings. We don't need the bindings. We already have tank bindings and DPS bindings. Oppose AK says you did 2 Stratholme runs, 1 orb each. Yeah, I mean, your error, Oppose, was, you know, you just opened the regular people client version of World of Warcraft. You need to open the streamer client version, where, like, when we did solo runs of Stratholme Live earlier today, 3 orbs every run. Easy money. 72 gold each on the server right now. Huge. If we get the Bone Scythe tanking ring on this character, we'll have, like, the most goated, insane gear set we possibly could for farming Stratholme. Because I'll be able to run 4-piece of the tank set to get the 1-minute cooldown blade flurry, while simultaneously having the Death Dealer 4-piece for the cleave and the self-heal, and having the Bloodfang gloves equipped to be immune to disarm. And that's just, like, the perfect setup. The, like, best setup you could possibly have for farming Stratholme. Which is absolutely not needed for farming Stratholme, but, like, if we're just trying to do a bunch of runs and farm it faster and make more gold, then, yeah, I mean, we kind of want the best setup we possibly could. Oppose says going live. Hang on, let me see. Oppose, if you drop your link in the chat, I'll pull it up on the other monitor and check it out when there's downtime during this raid. That was a joke. Okay, okay. Never mind. I just wanted to see the noticeable change in Righteous Orb drop rate for live Twitch streamers versus people that are logged into World of Warcraft and not live on Twitch, you know? Is this, how many gargoyles is this? Is it just 2? Yeah, just 2. The other ones are all the way over there. Distracted them. No, I didn't distract the other one. I only hit one of them, apparently. Oh, we got ghouls from behind. I'm gonna redo Crimson Tempest so it hits all the ghouls. Getting big stacks of the Gargoyle Poison debuff, because we chained one pack into the other. Not that big of a deal. Okay, there we go. Lots of stacks, though, so let's chill. Don't want to lose our world buffs here. For the next boss, we will use Fetish of the Sand Reaver. It's going to allow us to avoid one of the web sprays. I only have this trinket on one of my characters. It's so hard to get these days. A lot of Temple of Ahn'Qiraj runs, like there's just so many people trying to get the trinket, so you have to roll against a whole lot of people. That's the run I need to make. Okay, so this is going to be the deal. I'm going to have to make a deal with someone. I will kill a ZG idol boss for you and get you an idol, or maybe 2 idols, or maybe an idol and a Gar solo where you get the Thunder Fury binding. If this other person could run a Temple of Ahn'Qiraj for me, where Fetish of the Sand Reaver is reserved for me. We could solo the Raptor boss and the Tiger boss in Zul'Gurub. I can solo Gar in Molten Core. So I can, like, trade people those runs if they go through the trouble of hosting, like, a Fetish of the Sand Reaver hard reserved run for me. That's my plan. Alright, so I will try to avoid one of the web sprays with Vanish. Probably the first one with Vanish, and then the second one with Fetish. And we should be able to just damage the boss the entire time, unless there's a third web spray. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maximum melee range, that's what we want for the web spray. Web spray soon. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect. We wait till the timer hits 0, just a moment longer, and then we start moving forward and press Vanish. Being at maximum range to begin with gives us a bigger time window to successfully hit that Vanish. And the second one will be done with Fetish of the Sand Reaver. I have a macro with the Fetish of the Sand Reaver that's like stop attack and clear target. To ensure I don't accidentally break my own trinket buff.
3, 2, 1.
There we go. Earlier than I intended to. I held on to that probably longer than I had to, but I wanted to make sure everything was okay. Okay, our tank is down. Tank is down. Number 1 tank. Rogue tank down. Unfortunate. Uh-oh. Next one's down to... Okay, we gotta look at the threat meter, see when we're gonna come up next to time when we should be pressing Envenom here. This is close. The boss's health is low, but I think there's a possibility we can finish it off before we wipe.
2, 1.
Oh, no, it's about to be a web spray. Okay, if we live through this web spray, we're probably okay, but feeling like... Oh, no, I'm dead now. Yeah, it turned to me. Yeah, that's a wipe. That's a wiperino. Unlucky, Maexxna. Too bad. Stay on 2. Don't have time to keep doing this 3. Wasting my time, no offense. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna drop it down to difficulty 2, which was the original plan. Group disbanding? Hopefully not. We're already locked to 2 bosses. You know what? If the group disbands... we'll just drop it down to difficulty 0, and then we'll solo Patchwerk and Razuvious. And maybe we'll try at Grobbulus too. But yeah, I mean, if the group disbands, then we just have an ID where we can solo Patchwerk again. Still less wipes than the noted run? Actually true. Actually true. How bad will you be? What do you mean, how... I don't know what you mean by that. Alright, we're down to difficulty level 2. Means our seal is capped at rank 6, so we're a little weaker, because we have a rank 7 seal. We were using the full 7 ranks of it. Now we only get it at rank 6. I wonder if they are going to increase seal limit next phase. I think they should. I think hard mode 4 is like not accessible enough. I'm very much in favor of the game being like very easy. I don't think there should be stuff in the game that's like built into the game that, like, you know, a large segment of the player base can't do. Because they didn't research the optimal build, they didn't come fully consumed, they didn't come with multiple sets of world buffs, they didn't, you know, pre-plan their raid ahead of time. It's like, let the game be casual and let the sweats figure out how they want to sweat. I don't think the, like, you know, difficult achievements should be there. They announced they are moving it to Seal 10 on Phase 8 launch. Oh, I didn't see that announcement yet. Wouldn't it make sense to switch out the AP trinket since boss isn't undead? No, it's my 8th piece of Sanctified. So it's giving me like 18% increased damage or something. It's very good. And needs to stay there. What Phase 8 change dropped today? Are these in addition to yesterday? Yeah, Evade. There were changes that were posted yesterday, and there were changes that were posted today, or like yesterday night and last night, so heard about them today. And they're all posted up on the Discord, and the chatbot explains it for you. Alright, so we dropped it down to difficulty 2. Do you think we're going to re-world buff? I think this is a classic thing that groups run into. They're like, we dropped the difficulty down. We don't need world buffs anymore. And then they just die again. Because they, in fact, did need world buffs. Summoning. Summoning. Damn, have I burned 9 vanishes already? I usually start with 20. What am I missing here? I think I did all my... Oh, I'm missing this. Greater Mark of the Dawn. There we go. Alright, we're buffed. Okay, now we're gaming. I'm sitting up in my chair. We're doing it. Camera, my hat's a little off, and my camera angle a little off. There. That's better. Oh, if we're back to difficulty 2, I can avoidance tank for Razuvious. Oh, we're back in it. That's going to be fun, I think.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, shit. My threat was a little bit high. Alright, max melee range right there. Come on, do the web spray.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect. Now, maybe we can get a little tighter timing on the Fetish of the Sand Reaver for the next one. I think we spent too much time inside the Fetish buff last time. Oh, that should have been a Crimson Tempest, not an Envenom. Or maybe the boss will be dead in 15 seconds? And I equipped the Fetish of the Sand Reaver for no reason? No, it's gonna go. It's gonna pop.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The only one DPSing. There we go. Okay, that didn't buy me that much time. What do we got? Splinter, 2 crystal webbed robes, remnants of valor, desecrated gloves. We'd off-spec roll those. I have the DPS ones. I need the tank ones. Will I generate enough threat for Instructor Razuvious? Oh, desecrated gloves was soft reserved by 2 different people. Okay, never mind. We're not getting it.
Do not continue.
Spawning slimes.
Back while there's still time.
Wait, is he doing it? Oh, nope. They just spawned them. Right when they said pull the other slimes, and now they're in. Or both. Yeah, the problem with the avoidance cap in a raid setting is you don't have your flesh wound chest rune. So your threat generation is much lower than it would be normally. You have to get carried by Spirit of the Alpha and the tanking Vanguard trinket, whatever, that gives you a threat bonus also. Damn. Flipped the slime. Did I get the gloves? No. The gloves were reserved by someone else, so, like, they actually needed them super duper. I didn't reserve them, and I only off-spec rolled them. Oh, got those gloves. Oh, the Void Touch gloves. No, we'd pulled those out on a different character when we were going to do Blackwing Lair, but then we saw the Naxxramas group, and we went for Naxxramas instead. How long does it take to get the rank 7 seal of the Dawn? I assume that's what you mean by rank 7. I think the total cost is like 3,000 Remnants of Valor, which is like 10 Shadow of Doom kills in the overworld, which is not that bad. Might be a little more than 3k. Oh, wait, we don't want Fetish of the Sand Reaver anymore. Back to Renataki's Trauma Trickery. Alright, here we go. The raid leader did not tell me to tank, so I am not tanking.
1.
Patchwerk want to play.
Okay.
More play.
Evasion's up. We're going. Will vanish right when the evasion is over. The evasion keeps me safe, and then I can delay my vanish for a while, and then that's nice. Could have been a Crimson Tempest, not an Envenom there. Not gonna refresh Slice. Fight is basically over. Not bad. Not bad. Remnants. Pauldrons. Other thing. Okay. Yo, I do not like shamans putting their totems. Okay, that guy's dead. That guy's dead too. Any other dyers? Let's see. I've played with this guy before. I know his IQ is above room temperature. Yeah, he made it through just fine. NA players. Yeah. Alright, here comes the raid leader. Easy, bro. Easy, bro. This guy waiting to get summoned, or is he just waiting for everyone else? Alright, alright. Alright, we're in the clear. Alright, Grobbulus next. Do I want Toxin Injector? I do, but I think someone else reserved it in this group. Toxin... Yeah, yep. One other person reserved it. So we only get to roll on Toxin Injector if 2 of them drop. And the second one would be open. A good item to have as you're changing up your gear frequently in the next phase. Toxin Injector is a range slot that has reduced chance to be dodged or parried. And these days, you pretty much, it's available on enough gear, and it's a good stat. It's pretty reasonable to just say you always want to be running 6% reduced chance to be dodged or parried. That caps you out, so your melee attacks and abilities can never be dodged or parried when you're attacking from behind. So you don't really benefit from any more than 6%. Alright, now Grobbulus is kind of like in the way right now. We gotta wait for him. They have been changing up item stats on PTR. Latest changes made Pally go from top DPS to mid-bottom. The changes I saw were largely to, like, class abilities and, like, tier set bonuses. Which are... Tier set bonuses are kind of like changing items. As far as I'm aware, I haven't seen, like, you know... Duskwraith Helmet goes from 50 agility to 45 agility. Anything like that type of change. But maybe those have happened and I just haven't seen them yet. Oh, yeet. You gonna make it back down? He's dead. Stun this guy. These guys are all stunnable. Very good thing to do. Stun anything that can be stunned. I think they're lagging a lot. Did Blizz just explode? Yeah, who knows? OnlyFangs DDoS? Is OnlyFangs raiding right now? Let me check. No, they're not raiding right now. There's no one on the raid voice comms. BNet GG. I don't know. Some people are saying they're lagging, but my raid is mostly okay, it seems. We are all eating spaghetti real quick. Can y'all see me skipping spaghetti break? Do we see anyone, like, running in place? No, the people are moving, like, left and right, starting, stopping, jumping. Oh, that guy just despawned. So he might have disconnected. Change hat? Only if there's a channel point redemption for change hat. Or if I feel like it. Alright. Hang on. I need to focus this boss, and then I can change hat. Oh my god, sebaceous poison fell off. Oh my god, my poisons fell off of my weapons. That's not good. That's very bad. But there's nothing to be done about it at this point. It's just the way it's gonna be for this boss. It's not worth stopping attacking for 5 seconds. Wow, we did pretty well despite poisons falling off of our weapons. Oops. Alright, what do we get? Double toxin injector? Is it double toxin injector? It is 0 toxin injector. Okay. That's okay, too. Let's fix the poison situation. Whoopsies. What did I just do? There we go. Spacious poison over here. You're running Backstab. Yeah, today we're playing Assassination Backstab with improved exposed armor. We're applying it via Sebaceous Poison. I think it's actually overlapping with the... We have a rogue tank who I think is doing Sebaceous Poison also. But it's okay, we can both do it. Whatever. Worse than the one from Kara for rogue tank. What are they talking about? Oh, there's some people on... part of this raid is on voice comms, and I don't know, I just didn't want to join voice comms, so I didn't. Maybe they're talking, referencing something that was discussed on the voice comms.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils.
Rogues should be next in line for Legendary. I wish, but it doesn't seem like any Rogue Legendaries coming out. Really, the only Rogue Legendary they've had so far is, like, for tank rogues, Thunder Fury is a pretty good item. But no, like, real DPS items. Disconnected from Blizzard services. Uh-oh. Maybe this is a good time that I should have been connected to the voice comms. I still appear to be connected to the game. The chat server is still going, and, like, people are jumping around and hanging out. So I don't think I'm disconnected from the game. 3 people offline, though. You are now connected to Blizzard services. EDOS is going on. It sure seems like that. Seeing if I have any intel. Looking at any places that might be posting about a current DDoS attack. I don't have any info. Battle.net won't even connect. Baleful says, I'm in a queue to sign into Battle.net. I've never seen that before. Elvum says, RIP Battle.net is borked. Can't even log in, just starting WoW itself. Can you avoid the Blizzard launcher and just launch the WoW client itself? I think you can do that. I don't know if that would help in this situation at all. Like, if you go into your WoW folder, you can just execute WoW and it'll, like, load up without the Blizzard, you know, without this. You just skip that part. I mean, it might... I don't know how the Blizzard servers are structured, but, like, the launcher seems to be a different thing than the game client. So, if you know, perhaps the problem is with the launcher and not the game client. So, you know, if you're struggling to log in, that would be something I would try. Change. Oh, yeah, change hat was requested before the boss, and then I got distracted. Okay, no more of the fur hat. Let's go. Hang on, stacking the hats to access this one. 3-minute break, they're saying? Alright, what do you guys want to talk about for 3 minutes? Really should just be a gamba on... Is this raid over? West Coast stuck on logging into BattleNet. Yeah, this is not the first time I've had a raid disrupted from Blizzard servers just taking a shit. Oh boy. This is getting kind of old. Feeling like maybe I should just cancel my subscription and play a different game. What game should we stream instead? You know, should we become an Elden Ring streamer? That game pissed me off a lot. Really feel like I was not cut out for that game, to be completely honest. Hollow Knight? Yeah, but Hollow Knight's not going to be hype until Silk Song comes out, and that's literally never going to come out. Literally never. Alright, let's close that. Let's go epilogue playback. It just got announced, Pog-O. Alright, I give it 50-50 that John Nur is baiting me. Silk Song release date. One day ago. PC Gamer Magazine says Hollow Knight Silk Song returns as the #1 wishlisted game. This is from 2 days ago. Wait, is it actually out? Where's the release date? This article is useless. Properly confirmed for a 2025 release date at the Nintendo Direct with a whole 3 seconds of footage. Arriving on Nintendo... Wait, is it exclusive on Nintendo Switch 2? There's still no release date. The game is fake news. Okay? It's not real. There's no release date. Until there's a release date, I don't believe it. Alright, well, anyways. Got a Pokemon Nuzlocke run going here in Pokemon Crystal. Let me double check the control settings I have. Q, W, space for start, and arrow pad. Okay. And kill the background music because we got actual Pokemon music. And we'll see if the raid actually starts. Ooh, shit, what time is it? Thursday at 5:50 p.m. Close enough. Is this okay? Yes. Possible I failed and did not correctly reinstall the battery in this cartridge. We've got Execute level 17. That seems pretty good. We have is this a Gyarados? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Thor the Second, Gyarados. 26, 17. So these are our lower level Pokemon. This is our starter. Let's see, this is Graveler. Alright, so we got Rock type, pretty strong. We got Bug type, which just kind of blows in this version, as I remember.
Damage.
And this is our starter Water type with strong water moves. Feraligatr. Not... Wait, is that fully evolved? I think that's fully evolved. Yo, Omega Franks, thank you very much for the Prime. Thank you for a year of support, 12 months. Thank you very much. We'll just play some Pokemon until it's time to go back in the raid. Did I clear this gym yet? Let's read about the gym. Pokemon Gym, Price, Winter's Harshness, Ice Gym. I'm pretty sure I did not do any Ice Gym yet. It's been a long time. It's been a very long time since I played this save file. Let's see if I could just go out on one of the routes and just, like, grind some stuff. Or some trainers, perhaps. Lake of Rage. We were planning to camp there. Oh, wait. Initiated a ready check? Need to get a Pokemon battle. New hat. You got a new hat, Omega Franks? Very cool. Dig. Quick attack. He hit me with quick attack for, 2 damage. Yeah, okay. Maybe Dig is a bit of overkill here. Use quick attack 2, but I'm in a hole. Alright, he got owned. Baloo now level 32. Let's switch into Execute. What do we need to beat these ice Pokemon? We're going up against an ice gym. We need to... I don't have my typing chart next to me. Second ready check. Okay. Like, they're probably gonna have water moves also. Like, I know fire's good against ice, but fire's weak to water, too. So, it seems like if I go in with some fire types... Oh, never mind. We're pulling the boss. Hold on. Let's just exit out of that.
4, 3.
Grass Pokemon against... Oh, so I should be leveling up this Execute. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, go back to our regular music. It's now boss time with 2 people offline, but we'll send it. Fear timer is at 11 seconds. Lip right before the fear. Pops the fear. I'm immune. Perfect. Feared that time. Tremor Totem pulled me out right away, though. Feared. Tremor right away again. Love it. Thistle Tea. Crimson. Keep blasting. Keep blasting. Probably gonna get feared again. Yep, feared, tremor, tremor, tremor. Yes. There we go. Pretty good. What do we got? Desecrated belt, shoulder pads, rime-covered mantle, totem of unholy might. Not bad. Looks like we're back in action here. We have enough of the raid online and functional. Shoulder pads. I believe we have both versions of the shoulder already. Yeah, we do. So we don't even need it for off-spec. I'm going over here. Wait, there's some loot drama. Hey, me is healer. Hey, it's me, Chad, rolling main spec on Totem of Unholy Might. And receives it. Yeah, this is the classic. It's like I said at the start. If you host a group, there's going to be people that roll main spec on stuff they shouldn't be rolling main spec for. And then you're going to have some trouble. Or maybe no one cares enough and, you know, just wondering why I didn't get that shard. Splinter, let's see. You have 10 seconds to roll on Splinter. Gemethy rolls an 81. Holy Sin rolls an 89. And then it goes to the two lowest rollers?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's, not what I would expect to happen. Yeah, the legendaries, unfortunately, are not tradable like all the other loot. You cannot just trade it to the person who's supposed to have it. Once it's assigned, it's locked in. No, it didn't say that there were any soft reserves on the splinters, so I think it's supposed to just be openly rolled. Negative left. Lots of combo points. And lots of ambush procs. Okay, here's another change. We flip sides. We went to positive. Okay, here we go. We haven't gotten to any of the bosses yet that drop the loot that I picked. We're looking for loot off of 4 Horsemen, Sapphiron, and Kel'Thuzad. It's another shift. We stay on the same side for this one. Not gonna refresh the slice. Should have done ambush last global instead of envenom last global. Helmet, headpiece, headpiece. Alright. Let's see, where are they going next? Military wing, plague wing, military. Oh, we'll see if the raid leader wants me to tank Razuvious. We can go into a gear set where we have enough avoidance that we just can't get hit. Our threat is going to be a little mid. Alright, here's the next splinter. Flickers for orbs? What? There are no orbs. Oh, he's trying to change the... I see what he's doing. He's trying to change the difficulty. I thought he was talking about, like, the Wrath of Lich King version of this fight, where, like... you have these orbs to mind control the Death Knights with. That's what I thought he was talking about, clickers for orbs. It sounds like he's just trying to change the difficulties so we don't have to deal with the hard mode mechanic around here. Alright, let's check the splinter rolls. 1, 2, 3. Bolt seems to have gotten it. Okay, he's the highest roller. He got the thing. It's good. Push that over a little bit. Excuse me. What is Gaole doing? Because he's been kind of owning. He is Mutilate build. Right on. Mutilate is pretty good. 272 million. 262 million. Yeah.
The first kill goes to me. Anyone care to wager?
Wait. Did I lose this guy? This guy said he was putting me on follow, and then I probably didn't pay that much attention and might have lost him. Alright, I think we're gonna get to tank it. Gotta dodge them all. Exactly. Honey Badger Elixir, Flask of the Old Gods, Elixir of the Ironsides. Did I get Ironsides, or did I forget to get them out of the mailbox? Yeah, it seems like I forgot to get him out of the mailbox, but I think we're good without him. We need this to be activated. We need that. We got Alpha. Let me double check that I'm 139. So if I remove Ironsides... yeah, I'm still well over what I need. Solo the boss. I'm gonna tank everything, is what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Let me talk to the shaman in my group. Bleeding Soul. Maybe best to swap me out of melee group so they can still get Wind Fury. Swap me into a group dropping Agility Totem. See, we're still waiting on a couple people not ready. So we have full, really high avoidance. The boss should not be able to hit me. Nature, this should be mace. Good thing I checked my runes. Deadly Brew, Carnage. Yeah, we'll go Carnage instead of UA. No, we should go UA. Shuriken. Yep, that's all good. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go in early so I make sure I can have a lead.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Nope, nope, nope. Who's... Okay, are the other tanks tanking the other mobs? I think so. Yeah, okay, I don't have to worry about the other mobs. Someone... Gale pulled threat. That's not good. I didn't know that I was not going to have to tank the other mobs, but that's actually makes it significantly simpler for me. And my threat didn't turn out to be that bad. We had only one guy ripping off me. And it would have been better if I knew I didn't have to do anything with the ads. I was a little distracted at the start. But yeah, that worked wonderfully. Girdle of the Mentor, Iblis, Desecrated Boots. Yeah, I mean, we just didn't get hit a single time. Not even on the damage taken meter. Love that. No mind controls needed. No mind controls needed. Now, before we screw this up in the future, let's go back to the damage dealer one that doesn't give us additional threat. We've already lost our Spirit of the Alpha, because probably whichever shaman gave it to me already removed it from me. Back to this build. So here's the difficulty of doing this in a raid, where you actually are enabling difficulty levels, is we're on difficulty level 2, reduces my dodge chance by 8, and increases my chance to be hit by 2. So overall, like 10% more chance to get messed up by the mob. So I need my like dodge chance and my avoidance to be 10% higher than it would under like normal circumstances. Which is why I really needed the agility totem from the shamans to be able to get that much. Like here we're at 113. We need to be at 111.8. So we're a little bit over. But if you take away the 77 agility from shaman totem, we're boned. We have like a 5% chance to be hit. That agility totem gives you so much. Alright, so we're back to DPS build. We're back to DPS gear. Are the runes all good? We didn't swap anything. Yeah, we did. We have to swap that back to nature. That, honestly, that worked a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be scuffed because people were, like, not super sure what was going on because everyone's used to just using a priest mind control. But that actually was totally fine and good. And we got to go focused attacks on the helmet. So I was impressed with that. I like that. And now we just go back to being a damage dealer. Two dodge trinket, critical to the build. I mean, if you have, it's all just like, everything just adds up avoidance. The dodge trinkets are very good. There's nothing better than them. They're as good as the Alterac Valley trinket that also gives 2% dodge. But currently in the game, there's nothing in the trinket slot that gives more avoidance than this. There are other things that give a little bit less, like I don't know, Onyxia Talisman or like Lodestone of Retaliation that have other good stats on them. But you'd have to make up that avoidance by having better things in other slots or party buffs or other, you know, other stuff like that. You know, it's all just a question of, you know, if you're going to equip a lower avoidance trinket, you got to make up that avoidance some other way. All right, let's see, live side or dead side. And then after Gothik, we get to do Horsemen, which is potentially dropping the chest armor for me, which is one of our item picks for this raid. And then we get, what, Plague Wing last into Sapphiron and Kel'Thuzad. Alright, I don't want to be Goblin form anymore. I'm going to cancel these Gift of Gobs. And we're going to go... Big Draconid form. Ooh, Red Draconid? That's strong. That's powerful. Look at him go. Can I unsheath my weapons? Oh my god, I can't do unsheath weapon. There we go, if I right-click him. Alright, seems to be holding both of the daggers together. It's so he doesn't lose them. Okay, because it's like sometimes they can slip out of your hand, but if you have two hands and you're both holding both of the daggers, they're not going to slip out of your hands, you know, and you're doing the spin attack like that. Very powerful. That makes my backstabs do more damage if you backstab in a spinning motion like the Draconid can do. We're gonna need fresh world poisons. Manuel is in this raid. The shaman he's doing some big damn. He is doing some big damn for sure. I'm gonna guess that the sides assignment is being done over the voice comm, and that's why I'm not really privy to it. Cleveland, hello, says howdy. Another day, another DDoS. Yep. I'm gonna be over here so I can kick stuff, unless I'm told to go somewhere else. Damn, Draconid form probably gonna run out before the boss starts. What's our healing situation? We're down to 2 healers because 2 of our healers are offline. That's problematic. Is this really how many healers we are down to? Let me look at Razuvious. Ipzot was online for that boss. This guy, it did 128 HPS. That seems like almost nothing. These are both Vampiric Embrace healers. Let's go Thaddius. Poodles did a lot more Vampiric Embrace there. Ratcapped and Bleeding Soul seem to be our only online healers right now. This could be problematic, I would say. Like, it's a situation where we need one of these other mages to go healing, or one of these shamans to go healing, or one of these shadow priests to go healing, or else this raid's just not going to be able to finish. I don't think we can 2-heal the rest of this. Alright, we're pulling boss. Still in Draconid form.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit. Draconid stealth animation. Look at that. Okay. Alright, so our job is to kick the riders. They post the voice comms again. I'm going to join them now. I feel like there may be essential information being disclosed on the voice comms. And at this point, it matters because we're kind of on the ropes here, you know. Ooh, we're no longer in the battle shout group. Maybe I'll remember to bother someone about it after this fight. These things just get completely annihilated. Boom, 11,000. Ooh, here we go. Unrelenting Death Knight. I can do something useful here. I can stun the mob. Boom. Ambush, 13k. Slice and dice up. Trainee. Stun. Oh, my stun got parried, I think, or dodged or whatever. So far, so good. No one on the opposite side is dead yet. They have 13 people over there, and it feels like it's going pretty easy over here where we only have... Oh, wait, no. There's 10 people on the opposite side, and there's 13 people on this side, and I just didn't pay attention to the rider that I was supposed to kick. Why, that's an L for me. Stun that guy. Slice and dice. We gotta lock in here. Here we go. Rider. Keep the kick at the ready. Let a tank get some threat. Kick. Perfect. Didn't want to backstab right away, rip threat, and then get killed. Good. Kick. Stun. Refresh slice and dice. Okay, it's going well, I would say. Rider up. These guys don't even do enough damage to kill you right now. You could probably solo live side. I don't think I'm doing that much damage that I could solo this. Let me see how much damage I take next time I rip threat on a Death Knight or whatever. Wait, is this the end of it? I don't have, like, timers put up for this. Ooh, this guy? I think the reason he died is probably because most of his armor is broken. I'm guessing most of his armor is broken because there's no visual of any armor displayed on his character, and that happens when it breaks. So now I don't feel bad about him dying. Okay, wait. He's facing the wrong way. What's going on? Okay, we have to be behind the boss. His Shadow Bolt volley is like a frontal cone. So it needs to be faced away from the raid. This seems like this is actually dangerous, and we're not really cranking him down, and we already have 5 people dead. Alright, there's the tank position. Good. Uh-oh, tank is dead on this side. He is now Shadow Bolt volley spamming the raid. Gate is open. Okay. Gosh, this is very close to a disaster. If that gate didn't open... This'll T. Oh, shit, I should have bleed going up. Whoopsies. Well, whatever. Boss is almost dead. That was very close to a complete disaster. But we did it.
To arms, ye roustabouts. We've got company.
Alright, next up is 4 Horsemen. So let's do a stream prediction. Start prediction. Will any desecrated robe drop? Yes. or no. Alright, predictions up.
I do hope they stay alive.
On difficulty 2, it should be 3 tokens will drop in total. So the chance to see 0 robes is 2 out of 3 raised to the 3rd. 29% chance to see 0 robes. So this is like almost, it's basically a sure thing. There's no way we hit the 29% low roll and see no robe token. Oh shit. I walked forward not realizing there was a bunch of fucking trash mobs out here. I almost pulled that shit. Okay. Okay. Don't worry guys, we're doing fine. Everything's fine. It's totally okay. I feel like this is good sneaking music. Bro, this guy needs a repair bot. Brother, he needs a repair bot. He can do nothing. If he just remains, like, literally not having gear equipped, he's, like, just getting completely hard carried. Supposedly, a repair bot was dropped at Razuvious. I didn't notice it. Shape didn't notice it either. But the difference between me and Shape is my gear isn't broken. And I'm still using all of it. Vash says, this song is what I imagine Perma playing inside the cranium of the pugs that end up in my raid. Yeah, that's about right. Rev Savvy asks, if a sanctified piece breaks, do you lose it counting towards your 8 of 8 also? Look, I'm gonna be honest, I've never had that happen, so I can't say for sure. Ratcap trying to give me a repair bot, but I do not have engineering on this character, unfortunately. But it's good to know that there is another repair bot in the raid. Should probably do Honey Badger, Giants. I don't know how long these have been off for. And Draft of the Sands. Ooh, shit. Okay, quick, in chat. Do you think these are gonna... Oh, wait. Oh, there's still totems back there. Do you think they're gonna pull or not? Wait, someone distracted them? But there's still totems all the way back there. Alright, repair bot is out. It's a good vibe generator. Alright, it seems like we got it. Are those totems still back there? Oh my god, there's another wave of them? It's like the totems got removed. Okay. We're blasting. Is that Streamer Guild raiding again? No, OnlyFans isn't raiding right now, which is weird because most of the DDoSes have happened when... Well, you know, some of them have. Actually, there have been more ever since OnlyFans got, like, Giga DDoSed in Blackwing Lair. Alright, they're gonna link the Discord again. I'm gonna join it this time. See what's going on. Alright. At first, it seemed like it was much more of an optional thing. Now I can hear what they're saying, but they're very loud. Let me turn down all of... Oh, this Discord server is called the Fuck House. Ah. Yeah, okay. Good. We joined the Fuck House for this run. I'm just gonna pull the volume down by about 30%. Alright, I'm not streaming that. But now I can listen in case they have something important to say. Ooh, Cauldron. Let's go. Hmm. 6,000 points believing that the Desecrated Robe drops, 7,000 points doubting. This is actually one that's, like, heavily in favor of the believers. It's very likely that we see at least one Desecrated Robe drop. You know, 71% that we see at least one. Only 29% that we see 0. Alright, they're doing 4 Horsemen assignments. Oh, shit, I'm back in the warrior group. I didn't even have to ask about it. Excellent. Damn, that orange-red hair on the troll. That's pretty good. My fangs are coming through the bone scythe mask. Yikes. Oh shit, one of our healers is back online. That's one of our healers that was disconnected before. That's way better. We didn't really have a lot of capable healers. One of our, according to Raid Chat, I didn't investigate this myself. According to Raid Chat, one of our healers had 0 out of 8 Sanctified and did not have the healing Seal of the Dawn. So they were basically doing nothing. The healing output they could produce with a gear set like that was completely irrelevant. Alright, they're still just explaining 4 Horsemen, which, yep, that's a good thing to do. Alright, our job is to just kill that one, and then kill that one, and then kill that one,
5,
and then probably everything's fine after that.
2, 1.
No. Not getting that last proc of occult poison.
I like my meat extra crispy.
Shield wall's gone. Good. Save the sprint for when we run to Blamu. Sprint time. Good, 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 good. Then we can step also. Oh, shit. Why do I have threat of this thing vanishing? I don't want that Shadow Bolt on me. Ooh, Void Zone? Another Void Zone. Alright, let's bounce out. Let's chill for a little bit, let those fall. There we go. Oh, never mind. This thing's dead. Alright, Zeliek. Alright, last chance to get points in on the prediction. It is now 52,000 points on yes against 7,000 points on no. Lots of believers going on. Alright, more doubters coming through. As soon as this boss is dead, it's closing. 26, 28, 52. How we doing? How we doing? Couple more on the believers. Alright, alright, alright. Any more believers coming in? They're about to open it. They're about to open it. I gotta close it insta when they open it.
Proceed, and I will banish your soul.
Ready, set. Who's opening it? Is anyone opening it? Someone opened it. Okay, closed. Robe? 2 robes. Ooh, we're really good. That's really good. 2 robes. 2 robes, 2 robes, 2 robes. There are 3 rolls, and we just need to win one of them. Locked and loaded. As soon as they say roll for robe, I'm hitting the enter instantly. Come on. Seal of the Damned. That's not the item. Come on, one person is not going to get a robe. 1 out of 3 people is not going to get a robe. Maul of the Redeemer. Oh my god, they're trolling me. They're trolling me, not rolling my loot immediately. It's definitely focused around me, and I am the center of the universe. They're doing it specifically to wait, here we go. 95! Let's go. That's locked in. Yes! We got one. Okay. Loving that. Desecrated robe. So now we can do that there, and then we'll, like, switch Bloodfang to Bracer, I believe, and that'll be our best setup. We now have all 6 pieces of tier 3 on this character, so we can be really flexible with the gear when we go into the next phase. It's a good pickup. Alright, let's pay out the prediction. Choose outcome. Will Desecrated Robe drop? The answer is yes. Let's see. Then we have Noth, Heigan, and Loatheb. Do you think we're gonna have any deaths? Any deaths on Noth the Plaguebringer? Yes or no? Okay, prediction's up. I'll close the prediction when we pull the boss. Alright, I'm hype now, so we're doing more predictions. Raid is worth now, no matter what. True. Where is it? Desecrated Robe. Hell yeah. Alright, gotta refresh my poisons before we do Noth the Plaguebringer. Basically, the only way someone's gonna die is if the mages don't decurse. Right? If the curse pops off. If the mages or druids do not decurse. That's how someone dies on Noth the Plaguebringer. Man, imagine. We got one item, we could still get Slayer's Crest, and we could get the ring. Like, it just has to drop, and we have to roll high. The rings are dropping for sure. Six minutes left on my Flask of the Old Gods. Okay, let's do it. Re-up that. Re-up. Yeah, Greater Mark of the Dawn. Okay. Yeah, you can open trade with Simonized Orc if you need an extra flask. Someone was asking for a flask. I don't know who it was.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, shit, I gotta close the prediction. There we go. Problem solved. DPSing the boss now. Prediction is closed.
Rise, my soldiers! Rise and fight once more!
Whoopsies, I'm fumbling my buttons there.
I will serve the master!
Yeah, that was kind of mid. Mid, honestly. Any deaths? 0 deaths on this encounter. As soon as we finish these trash mobs. Desecrated Belt, Noth's Frigid Heart. Okay. No deaths on Noth the Plaguebird. But Heigan is, like, almost surely gonna have deaths, right? Because people will get teleported and then they'll get boned. Alright, prediction up for Heigan. Damn, tie roll. Oodles and Holy Sin. Stamina. Frost resist. 13 defense. Nah. Ain't for me. Yeah, there's a lot of ways Heigan can go wrong. Noth is pretty free. You know, odds that someone died on that is probably pretty low, you know.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Raid leader did say on voice comms, don't drop any totems. Let's see if we get any totems or hunter traps. It was stated in Say Chat, no traps. Alright, predictions gotta get closed right when we pull Heigan, okay? So if you want in on the prediction, you don't have much more time. We're in the corner. Pulling up the prediction on the other monitor. Oh shit, they're saying 2 Plague Beasts in the... Oh my god, there's a lot of mobs here. Okay, Crimson Tempest, all the mobs. Alright, boss is pulled, but I think we're just gonna let it reset. I close the prediction. How are there so many mobs here? Surely there's a totem in back, right? Or something. Or a pet could be on something? Okay. We're out of combat currently? Alright, getting a resurrection over there. Okay, we got it. Where's this guy dead at, though? He's... Bolt's zoned in. He's at the front. Trying to do a summoning stone. Alright, stone coming up. Oh shit. My character was oriented the wrong way. Alright. Heigan is about to start.
Four, three, two.
Alright, they're debating whether they should do the safe spot strategy or the dance strategy. Seconds after pulling the boss. Yeah, okay, people are dead already. That was, yup. Where are they dead? That guy is dead right there. I think he was trying to attack the boss from behind because he would rather be dead than get 11% parry, which I can respect that. This guy's dead over here. Not totally sure why that would be. That guy's dead over there, too. Okay, well, whatever. Four deaths. Do I need another belt? Nope, got both of them. Any deaths on Heigan? Choose outcome. Yes. Yes. Okay, any deaths on Loatheb? Question mark. How about that? Deaths on Loatheb? I feel like tanks die on Loatheb sometimes. How long have you been playing WoW for? I've been playing Classic ever since it came out in 2019. And I played Original from 2004 till Wrath of the Lich King. I think the most likely death on Loatheb is a tank. That's my thought. Let's see what they have to say about spore groups. Its shape disconnect. He appears to be offline. Whenever someone goes offline, I always peep what their soft reserves were to see if we've passed all of their soft reserve bosses. Glove, belt, and ring. So he does have reserves that we haven't gotten to yet. Oh, but if he's offline by the time we get to Kel'Thuzad, that's one less roll on ring. One less competitor. I'll take it. All right, we're going in. I'm closing the prediction.
4, 3, 2, 1.
No! God. There we go. We got it. We got it. All right, we're in it. Boss is at 73%. We're in it. We're in it. It's totally fine. Oh, tank death. I told you guys, most likely is a tank death. They call me the Pug Whisperer. I just know how it's gonna happen. Double unnatural? Yo, we gotta pick one of those up.
Have no idea what
Can we pick one of those up?
you have seen nothing.
Let me see if they're reserved.
Heart of Naxxramas.
Band of unnatural. There's no reserves on them. Yo, it's just gonna be open roll. I'm sticking around for the loot roll. This could be even better than I thought. Also, we need to drink a frost protection potion. Desecrated leggings. Don't need those. What are reserve? Ring is free roll. Okay. Let's go. Big roll. 87. Second. No. No, 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 no. There's 2 rolls higher than me. Damn. We're third highest. Smap Hunter and Calvin Hunter. Unlucky. Almost had it. Alright, will any deaths on Loatheb? Yes. Prediction, star prediction. Will Simon win Slayer's Crest? Yes or no? Okay, so it has to both drop and I have to win the roll. Okay, so this is a long shot. Because Slayer's Crest
5,
is reserved by 4. There's 5 rolls, and I am one of those rolls. No, there's 4 rolls, and I'm one of them. So it's if it drops, it's a 1 in 4. But it also has to drop. So there's a long shot prediction. All right, here we go. Sapphiron. Standing in a blizzard, not ideal. Too far away, also not ideal. Can I go forward? Yes, okay, good. Good. Oh, Slice should not be refreshed during the air phase, because I don't auto-attack during the air phase. That was a mistake. Got Sprint available.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! I almost biffed that one. Oh, man, that was close. I was in position, and then I accidentally tapped forward, and it, like, pushed me to the left of the ice block. Oh, shit, tank death. Kel'Thuzad probably has evasion up right now, kind of owning. Probably about to die, too. I know for sure he's not in a tank build. He is dead. Is now on Shaman tank, who is actual tank. But Kel'Thuzad did a very good job holding it for as long as he did. No more slice and dice. Just need... Oh, shit! Just got cleaved. We almost died. End submissions. Okay, what do we got? Face of Death, Remnant of Valor, Might of the Scourge. Ooh, I'm not winning a Slayer's Crest. Not winning a Slayer's Crest here.
So faithfully. Soon all will serve the Lich King. And in the end,
Okay, but here's a good prediction. This is close to a 50-50. Will Simon win a Desecrated Ring?
Wait, what is this?
Start prediction.
your security...
Okay, this is the last one. We've been on a long journey in this raid. We have gone through many trials and tribulations. We have looted many leather scraps, and some people have looted many cloth scraps. And we won the Desecrated Robe, and our other reserve didn't drop, but the Desecrated Ring is guaranteed to drop. Let's pick, let's go peek, Desecrated Ring. Let's review. I spelled it wrong. Desecrated Ring. Alright. This guy, I believe, is offline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe all the other people are still online. So I'm one roll out of... Did I count the offline guy or no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but one is offline. So 1 out of 7... I have to be in the top 3, so it's a little bit under 50-50. A little bit lower than 50-50, but we've been rolling hot all night, so obviously we're going to keep rolling hot. High rolls. We almost had that Band of Unnatural Forces. You know. Ready, ready, ready. Frost Protection Potion. Simon has a rack of world buffs. That works for me. You want me to send him now? I couldn't pop the rest of them. Wait, we're making big money. I didn't ask for any of that, but we just got paid way more than those world buffs were worth. Because multiple people gave us gold for them.
5, 4, 3.
Sometimes, you know, you just get good karma because you volunteer the world buffs without asking for payment.
Servants, soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call of Kel'Thuzad.
You're gonna try to summon that guy? Nope, we're in combat now. Unlucky. Guy was AFK. Unlucky for the... Oh, nope, never mind, he's back. I think this is the guy who doesn't have the healing seal. Does he have the right one now? Now he has the right one. Okay. Oh my god, this guy is insanely based. People have been talking shit on him, and they say loot ban him. Loot ban Chad retard. Hey, it's me, Chad says loot ban these nuts. Haters. But did you die? Wow. Insanely based. This raid has been great so far. Honestly. Wait, the boss is oh, wait, here. The boss is up again. I think, yeah, it's starting. It's starting.
Soldiers of the cold dark.
I was concerned. I don't know how long it was going to take for everything to respawn here. Alright, let's take a moment, refresh the poisons. Don't know how long this fight's gonna go. You know, we could, it could drag out for quite a while if we get some early deaths or something. I wonder if the melee are gonna stack in a way that minimizes Frost Blast damage. Or are they gonna spread in a perfect semicircle so they are all in range of everyone else's Frost Blast? You never know. I'll spread in a perfect semicircle. Alright, let me see how this ring prediction is going. 43,000 points on Believe, 10,000 points on Doubt. This is a below 50%, okay? He's gonna drop 3 rings, and we're 1 out of 7 rolls, okay? So we need to be in the top 3 out of 7 to get one. This phase is hella boring. We don't do anything. No one pulled an entire section? Not yet. No one has pulled an entire section. But do you think the hunters can resist pressing multi-shot for the entire phase? Yeah, you can get the 6-piece bonus up, but you usually get a combat drop before Kel'Thuzad spawns, and then it resets the 6-piece bonus. I guess there's no reason not to, like, at least put it up, because maybe you don't. Oh, shit! That was my bad. I had the wrong rune bound. We don't have I don't have poison knife bound. I can't do poison knife. I have shadow step bound. I was just reading chat and I was like, yeah, I can press F to do a poison knife. Alright, this group is not stacked. I'm going over here where we actually look like we're okay. There's a melee there and there's 2 melees there. Alright, who's dying to the void zone? No one, apparently. Move out of that shit. Too slow on my kick, but we got the interrupt anyways.
Master, I require aid. Very well. Warriors of the Gluth race, rise up.
Okay.
Kill and die for your master. Let none survive.
Ooh, I'm gonna go Rupture. I'm not sure if these guys are too close to get hit by my Crimson Tempest or not. It's a mind control, hit an evasion, keep cranking the boss, interrupt that. What? Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay, there was too much going on. I didn't see that shit. Yeah, we did just die to a void zone. We were doing good most of this raid. This is not my day for Kel'Thuzad. Alright, last chance to get your points in on the prediction. As soon as they open the rolls for the rings, it's GG. Ooh, Gressel drop. That was one of the raid leader's, like, hard reserve items. Rings are going up. Okay, there it is. Locking the prediction. Ready, set, big roll. 78. I think that's gotta be in the top. 72, 56, 78. Oh, that's the top of the list. Okay. Look, my chat told me I could poison knife, and I was like, yeah, I can totally poison knife. But I forgot that I don't have poison knife on my belt. I have shadow step. So I went and I pressed F on a mob that would totally be safe to poison knife, but instead it teleported my character to that location. Big pog damage. Yeah, it's totally not my fault. It's my chat's fault, okay? Show rolls on Gressel. No, there were no rolls on Gressel. Because it was hard reserved by the raid leader. Make sure to get your ring. I've got it. It's right here. And the robe. Oh, and the Undercity portal is gone now. Frick. Wait. I shouldn't have taken this one. That still puts me way far. I should have just walked out of the instance. Oh well. that was a good raid. It was very fun. It was scuffed in the ways that pug raids are always scuffed. It wasn't a complete disaster. We even got DDoSed, and, you know, we were able to push through. A bunch of people disconnecting in the middle of the raid. We walked out with a lot of the loot we wanted. I mean, the only other, like, thing... Okay, we wanted the Unnatural Forces ring, but, like, our other soft reserve pick was Slayer's Crest. Didn't even drop, so can't feel too bad about that. Popped around at world buffs for the group. People gave me a bunch of gold for them. More than they even cost to have. So that was cool. And we're good. Wait, LowJack says, wait, LOL, I looked away for 2 minutes. What happened? What happened was I read your suggestion about poison knifing the ads. And then forgot that I have Shadow Step on my belt right now and not Poison Knife. And I went to Poison Knife one of the skeletons. And I pressed my keybind for my waist rune. And then I Shadow Stepped the skeleton, which then pulled a bunch more. Which was a little bit awkward. A little bit awkward, but it ended up being okay. So I'd say that was a good raid and a good stream, and it's dinner time for me. So I'll say thank you guys for watching.